Then what happened? Sell out. Infiltrate. The guy that infiltrate, sell out the whole stuff. And now they have you now thinking being a sellout is conscious. Being a snitch is conscious. Can't deal with the embarrassment of the ass whooping on the playground. Right? You do some stupid stuff on the playground, you got your ass whooped. Moms came out, whooped you. Then you're still talking about I hate you and stuff like that. You whoop your ass again. Because who don't hear must feel. And trust me, I know y'all are feeling. Just because he did the complaint, I know that you're feeling. I know that we're damaging you right now. I know that we're damaging you. Because after all those videos that we put up, the one when we kick your ass on at her and show your folly and your Benz in your Nazi sled, well, you're for the people where you got Benz and you can't even freaking get out of some ticket for some highwayman, all this kill cracker stuff and all that stuff you guys talking. Cracker came up, filmed you. Didn't do nothing. Didn't do nothing. Just sat there like a good nigger. Just like how you're supposed to. No nationality, no status. And instead of manning up, like Bam, manning up, say, yeah, I got a problem. I touch all them boys that are men now. I have a serious mental problem. I need help. We'll find some, we'll call Oprah or something like that. You know what I mean? We'll get them help for you. Nah, you want to man up. You want to play around. You want to dance around stuff. When you're stateless. Man called you Gary. You didn't do nothing about it. Then one of these guys out here called you Frank Gary. You want to defend something about your son at her. Did nothing with the highwayman. Zero. Sat there. Right? Sat there. And remember, keep in mind that all those other videos we did, now what does that tell you now? Because I think he even complained on Rami. But the 50,000 view video that he's an agent, they got it going on right now. That's 3 times they got it going on right now. 3 times it did it. Right? So honors to all the Moors that stood up for their birthrights in those videos. You know what I mean? Trust me. That video, right? And then the Kickstarter was Moorish American 720. Make sure you go on their YouTube, watch all their stuff. Real short. You could just share those ones with people. Just because they're short. You don't have to sit through no 2-hour lecture. Give them a 5-minute thing. Right? That's the one right there. All the little 5-minute ones. Moorish American 720. Islam to all the 720 Moors again. Right? So 817. So we're still gonna, you know what I mean? We're not done. Even though we got stuff coming up at 9:30. MHHS Blog Talk Radio. Eyes Wide Open show /class. You learn something there. I'm not done. Just need to get into a couple more things right here. Now what you'll notice also too, actually let's just put this one out here for all these guys. The choker necklace has a long and storied history. You'll find examples of it centuries ago in Chinese, Native American, Indian, and Egyptian cultures. Let's take a look at some of the choker's historic highlights. During the French Revolution, women took wearing red ribbons around their necks to pay homage to those that met their death at the guillotine. Manet's famous painting, Olympia, depicted a prostitute wearing a black ribbon around her neck. During this era, a ribbon around the neck could mean a woman was a prostitute. Some of history's most famous chokers can be found in Degas' ballerina paintings, of which he did many in the 1870s and 1880s. Royal Trend, Alexandra, Princess of Wales, reportedly wore thick rows of pearls and velvet to cover a scar on her neck, which made her self-conscious. Alexandra, Princess of Wales, was said to have been influenced by the Indian dress and jewelry during her numerous tenures in India. Upscale chokers are markers of the elite. The term dog collar and these designs incorporated luxe diamonds, pearls, blah blah. Too many breeds of goss to list, but a pentagram choker was a favorite for Wiccans, while you find most goths wearing spike collar, silver ball and chain collar, blah blah. Brought all that up to say the history of choker necklaces transcend cultures. You know what I mean? Chinese culture, Native American culture, Egyptian culture, Indian culture, and they've gone through many different transformations. And one thing that was really interesting is that men wear no chokers. So you have this, it's supposed to be a man, right? It's supposed to be a man, and he's got a choker on with an ankh on it, right? Like straight choker, like not I'm the Hulk and this 10-inch chain is because my neck is big. He's straight wearing a choker. When we check the history of chokers, that's feminine. Talk about the feminization of the conscious community. Let's look at all these guys who say that they're into their Egypt or whatever like that and wear makeup openly on the street. Like everything's alright because they're practicing their ancient culture, so we're gonna wear eyeliner and chokers and claim to be conscious, and then worrying about people who are pedophiles or whatever, but they're wearing chokers and stuff like that, and want to know what's wrong with our people. When you don't have a nationality, your mind goes the other direction. That's why they coin the term dumb down. Side lock of youth. So don't forget, this is a man wearing a choker. Alright? Now let's get to this lock of hair thing that he reps so hard. Making claims that's ancient stuff and everything. Alright. But what was it really? Like really, what was this concept of this one lock? Side lock of youth. The side lock of youth, also called Horus lock, Prince's lock, princess lock, or side braid, was an identifying characteristic of the child in ancient Egypt. It symbolically indicates that the wearer is a legitimate heir of Osiris. The side lock is used as a divine attribute from at least as early as the Old Kingdom. In early depictions, the side lock can be seen with short hat-like hairstyles in, for example, mortuary cults. Later, it was usually attached to an almost shoulder-length wig, which was worn in 3 styles: curled, straight, or tressed. Based on the connection between side locks and children, Egyptologists coined the term side lock of youth. They are worn by both mortal and divine children. Now, if you haven't noticed, side locks are for children. Now, we can look at this 2 ways, right? We could look at this as an immature man, right? Immature man. Or we could look at it as he has no status and he's a minor. Hence, he has a side lock for youth. There's no adult side locks, just in case anybody was thinking, well, if there's youth ones, then no, there's no adult ones. This is strictly for youth. So this minority, EffeminAhmose, claims that he's ancient Egypt, heir of Osiris, but you have a side lock, which means that's for youth. So let's school the young man. Let's school the grown-ups who want to be youth, right? And there's to prove you as a youth. Right? You could just look at the leg shape and, you know what I mean? No muscle distinction. Just baby fat. Look at the stomach, around the stomach, so you know that it's youth. Right? Just to show you, just so he doesn't try to pull some stuff on you. Just putting it out there from now that the child lock represents youth. Right? Sitting on the lap, youth. Then, yeah, right. The belly fat. Okay. Now, blocking his mouth. So the youth with the heru lock blocks his mouth. All right. Why is it here? Why is the youth with the heru lock blocking his mouth? This is why mother, respectful mother, Moabitess of the Moorish nation, don't feel ways to pull off your belt on some peoples. Don't feel to pull off your shoe. The wooden spoon and the stuff, hanger and all that stuff, don't be afraid. You're the mother, Moabitess. You're the ancient matriarch. So feel free to discipline your sons whenever you know what I mean? Whenever you get fed up with all this stuff going on, just because of people playing games with the birthright that you gave us. The old maxim, a child should be seen, not heard. That's for EffeminAhmose with his side lock for youth. So since you're a little youth, man, I don't care how old you are, you're a youth man. Because you're a minor. Because I guarantee you, if you go in your pockets, you're going to be just like Frank and Gary. You didn't even go and get the fake name change. You're just EffeminAhmose on goddamn stuff. Can't show anything to prove that that's who you are. So a child should be seen, not heard.